I'm Mitchell Lamb. This is my oldest son, Casey. This is our 2011 Shaw UMP modified that we're going to be working on this winter. We purchased it towards the end of last season, ran it a few races. I ran it a couple, Casey ran it a couple. Ran it enough to figure out what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, and what we wanted to change on it. So we're going to be updating it this winter and going through it front to back and making sure everything's good to go for next year. So we've started working on a few things already. So let me get you up to speed on what we've done already. So one of the things we did was update our fuel cell cage and mount. Made a new cage with new tabs, more adjustable to move it up and down as well as back and forth. It wasn't very high last year. It's about 3 inches away from the deck. I'd like to get it up a little higher. This should move it right up flush with the top of the deck. Other thing we did was the battery location was right above the left rear. We went and bought a new battery box and made mounts and mounted it here in front of the right rear. Get a little bit more right rear drive. We tore this side down already. Got a new upper from Close Racing Supply. Going to rework the shock mount here. So we bought this with this inside bend here. Going to let us move this shock farther back and get it more in line with the movement of the suspension. We'll get that all mocked up. We've replaced all the bars up front here. We had a cracking issue up here all through this nose piece. So cut them off from that joint forward and the joint over there forward. Replaced everything over there. We've already put this shock mount back on. We haven't tore this side down yet. We're going to tear this side down. I got a new lower to go on, new ball joint, spindle, because Casey bent this spindle as well as that one. So we got new spindles, new lowers for it that we're going to put it on, and then we'll get it all dropped down on our ride sticks, get our caster and camber set back right, so we can lay the thing over on the right front and get the shock mount exactly where we need. So we're going to get to work here, and we'll be back shortly. Time lapse, got the new lower, new spindle over here, new lower on the right front, new spindle. Everything's just mocked up. Caster camber for right now is set. Ride height sticks all around, so this is the ride height that it needs to set at to adjust everything, all our geometry at. So I'm going to work on the right front shock next. Need to get another shock mount. Didn't quite work out how I had planned, and he wanted that's a little taller to get to where I need to be. So we'll get that shock mount, and we're going to call it a night for tonight, and we'll be back out here in the garage again this morning. It's Saturday. Going to work on our limiter chain today. My other lower had a tab welded on it. I'm going to weld another one on there and get my drop that I want, the measurement that I want set with the tab and the chain and everything, get that all squared away. Also, we're out here and set up our shock mount location for the right front shock. Put it down at dynamic attitude and put the shock where I wanted it. Gonna pull the lower off, weld up the lower mount, paint it up real good, and put it back in and install it for good. Also today, we're gonna come over here and redo our limiter chain for our right rear. When I bought the car, it didn't have one on it, so I threw this on it real quick. It's kind of what I had laying around. It works, but it's not very adjustable. So I'm gonna weld a tab on this birdcage ear and put a through rod on the frame rail here with a piece of all thread welded to a chain, so I can make quick, easy adjustments on the right rear. So we're gonna switch it over to time lapse. So hope you guys enjoy.
Soundstripe.
Alright, so we're all finished up for today. We got the left front limiter chain on and adjusted. We got the right front shock mount welded up and lower installed. And then we came over here and installed our right rear limiter in the frame rail there. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you had fun. If you would, go like, subscribe, and comment on our channel. So thank you. We'll see you on the next video.